Hi guys, Katie here and welcome back to my channel. So, a bit of a speed build for you today. This is a bit of a weird one, but I am actually building my house. Yep, I am I'm literally building my house on The Sims. So, I live in a stereotypical English bungalow. For those who don't know, a bungalow is a house with no upstairs, no stairs, or sometimes they do add loft conversions and things like that, but this is your standard bungalow. It is a 3-bedroom bungalow, although my poor daughter can't really call it much of a bedroom because it is a bit of a box room. I did build this in a slightly different way because I couldn't just do a big square or anything or do the outside. I needed to kind of build it individually like I'm doing here, room by room, to get the layout and the proportions right, because I was having problems just doing it from the outside because I don't really know the shape of the outside of my house randomly. So apart from a few minor changes where like obviously we don't have like airing cupboards and boilers and things in The Sims. Yeah, apart from that, it's pretty much as it is. The only other change is that I've used only base game content on this again, so that it is completely accessible for you guys to play with. It is available on the gallery, download. My ID is simmerdownkatie or hashtag simmerdownkatie and you'll find it. The only difference is because I've used base game content, I didn't have a paddling pool. So I have just put like a little mini pool in. So please don't think I live in England with an outdoor swimming pool, because I don't. That's just to kind of represent the paddling pool. But we do have quite a big driveway. Now, technically, here in the UK, we are a detached bungalow, but we do have one either side of us as well. We're the middle bungalow in a set of 3 on a little back road. So, I have actually probably made this slightly bigger, which I don't realise until I do the lounge space. When I do the lounge space, that's when I realise like I have made it slightly bigger than what it is. So yeah, but this is my house. This is my house. You guys are going to get to live in my house. I do have a little garage there. Obviously, again, base game content. Don't have garage doors because I could have got those from the city living. And obviously we don't have cars as well, but I do just size up one of the kids' toys so that it represents the car. And actually, to be honest, it does look pretty damn similar to my car, which is always good. I had issues getting the windows right. Weirdly, we don't have a lot of windows in our house, I realised. You'll see in a minute that we only actually have one window in the lounge. And it's quite a small one and it's up high. But yeah, I like this. It was quite weird. It was weird. It was weird building my house. We have a really, really nice back garden area, as you're about to see, with a little bit of raised decking. So what we have quite like random areas of our garden. We've got the raised decking area, which has got a little summer house cabin there, which you can see that I'm putting into place. Yep, just there. But we have like a little patio seating area as well, which is like the stone bit, which is kind of what I'm about to put in along the back there. And then we just have like a bit of wild garden. We have a garden shed in the other corner. This one is like literally like the summer house play cabin. So it's where my daughter kind of keeps a lot of her extra toys and things so that we don't have to have them all in the house. I just made a little footpath there out of some tiles. I've put no budget on this, by the way. This is not by any means a starter home. I don't know if it's the value of the house at all, because I currently rent, but yeah, so I've used these to kind of mark out the flower beds, because we do have a couple of, like, this one's really random, but there is reasons for it. We do have quite a lot of little random flower beds and things. So I do most of the landscaping at the end, because it does take a while. But the roofing was really, really easy because it is just a standard bungalow and things like that. I couldn't get a flat roof at all. So I don't actually know if I think I just used those, and just kind of double them up. Obviously it's not right at all, but those were the best thing I could find to sort of represent garage doors, because I thought maybe they'd open up and you could get a car through kind of thing. But if you want to, by all means, change those. If you've got city living, pop in a garage door. Sorry, I keep yawning today. I have no idea what is wrong with me today, but I keep yawning. So yeah, it's quite a big build actually. It took me like for 2 hours maybe. Obviously I've sped it up for you guys. But it took me about 2 hours, I think, because I was getting like really finicky with the details. I think when you've got a point of reference and you know what you're meant to be building, you go looking for exactly what's meant to be there. So that is not my car. I was looking for them, and for some reason I was having serious issues and couldn't find them. And then when I did something later, I came across the car I wanted. So yeah, you'll also notice that there's really terrible lighting in this house as well. And that's because there is really terrible lighting in this house. So I went completely authentic. Look, that is the lighting in the lounge. That's it. There's 2 wall lights and one on the other side. That's it. Madness. Madness. And yeah, we do have really terrible carpet, which we're not allowed to change because we live in rented accommodation. And that's downplayed in the carpet that I've just put in there. That slightly green one, which will be in the lounge, the entrance hall, and the hallway. It's like really floral, and it's so like 70s. It's just unreal. I mean, it's not too bad because everything else is cream, but it is something else. I will tell you that. There's Alyssa's room, the little pink one. There's my cream room up in the back corner there. This blue one at the front is actually my mum and her partner, because we live with them at the moment. I started putting in built-in wardrobes and then realised obviously I can't do that because in the base game we don't have built-in wardrobes. So I kind of left the nooks for them. But obviously could do built-in wardrobes, so I had to change up what I was doing slightly. So yeah, so now I'm kind of getting to the furnishing bit. I tried to stay true to exactly what furnishings we've got. So we've got way too many coats and everything and shoes, and yeah, I did try and I tried to stay true to exactly what we've got. We have got a chair in the front porch so that people can sit down to put their shoes on and everything. If you do download this, make sure you turn move objects on. Just so that nothing jumps out of place or anything when you load it. I was having trouble. That's a box of junk, by the way, because we do ever since we've moved in. For some reason, we've always had some sort of box of junk by the door there. So this is just our little toilet. Yeah, and I think I pretty much stayed true to like the whole build. It's yeah, it was weird looking for stuff. I think that's why it took me a bit longer, because I was looking for stuff that I knew existed in the game, but obviously, yeah, we've got more coats and shoes there. We've just got so many coats and shoes, primarily because of my daughter. I think I was looking for stuff in the game that I knew existed, but obviously didn't exist when I was using just base game content. So that's why it took me a little bit longer, I think I would say, to build. I suddenly remembered I hadn't done curtains in that first room, so went back, thought, yeah, let's do this, let's pop some curtains on. So I tried to make it look like built-in wardrobes here by kind of linking some together. I have been in and loaded a family in here, or just a sim, and just checked that everything is usable, and it is completely usable, apart from apart from a raised up mirror sorry, I cannot stop yawning today. Apart from a raised up mirror, everything does in fact work. Yeah, so this is my mother's room, and I'm just loading the counter with cosmetics because she's just obsessed. Ideally, I'd have put a dressing table there. We don't have one. It's base game, so yeah. And then she always has. You can see here, I'm putting the laundry basket with all that dirty washing on the floor. She'd kill me if she knew I'd done that. She always has the ironing basket there. And it's always completely overflowing. So can you see there? I've just put little random doors into a little cubby in the hallway there. That one. That is because that's actually our airing cupboard. Anyone who doesn't know what an airing cupboard is, because you're not from the UK or whatever, basically it's where we put our clothes to sort of air out and dry. Maybe if they're still a little damp. It's also where we keep our bedding and our sheets and everything, and our towels when we're not using them in the bathrooms. So that's just our little area cupboard there. So I put a couple of shelves in there and a laundry basket. Now this bathroom is probably one tile too wide, because it's not this big at all in the slightest. But I wouldn't have gotten everything in if I'd have done it only 2 tiles wide. So with the way that the layout goes and everything. So this is it's slightly bigger than I would have done it. Hence all the towels, so many towels, so much room. Yeah, because we should have. Yeah, I mean, I probably could have got everything in, to be fair. So I probably should have made it a bit smaller. And then this is my room. I had fun decorating my room. So in reality, my room is completely cream, obviously. But I always say that it's kind of like a unicorn Moroccan theme. So it's got like the Moroccan mandala style prints and patterns, but it's done in like the pastel rainbow colours. So with like a few random unicorns everywhere, because I don't know, because I'm like 5 or something. So I always call it my Moroccan rainbow unicorn room. And I really love it. I love the way it's come out. So everything is cream and wood and everything. And then I've accessorized with like so you know oh my goodness, I've lost my words today. With the bedspread, with like covers on the chest and the mirrors and the lighting and things. So it's probably slightly more colourful than I'm letting you believe. But I do have my desk at the end there. I do work from home, so it's important for me to have like an office space. I think at this point I was like, I kept pausing because I was trying to remember like what went in my room, what went around my room, that kind of thing. I do actually generally, on this chest that I've put here, that's actually an ottoman normally, but we don't have ottomans in base game, and it has a buttload of cushions on top. So yeah, so that, and I've put 2 of those chests over the other side, but actually I only have 1 and then a set of drawers which has got some paperwork in, but again there was nothing suitable, so I did 2. So I haven't got quite that many chest of drawers or anything. It's just literally using what was available for base game. And then I had quite a lot of fun doing Lisa's room. Lisa's room is this small. My daughter's room is this small. It's the box room, but she's tiny anyway because she's only 3. So you know, she's happy with what she's got, and she has actually got all these like wall stickers all over her room. She's a very big pink princess. She loves pink. It's ridiculous, and she does actually have a giant teddy bear next to her bed as well. She pretty much refuses to wear anything that isn't pink at the moment, actually. And her room is pink, and it does have all those like fairy stickers and things. Oh, that's where I found the car. And it does have all those like fairy stickers and unicorn stickers all over it. So that's actually pretty true to form there. So yeah, and then I found the car, and genuinely sized up, that genuinely looks like my car, quite alarmingly. So we're going into the kitchen here. I think, yeah, there we go. I do make it smaller because we do not have a big kitchen at all. For some reason, our landlord insists on having that separate utility space, which is fine, but it makes for like a really weird kind of galley, awkward kitchen kind of thing. But hey, you know, it is what it is and it works. We don't actually have a tall fridge there in the kitchen. We actually keep our tall fridge in the garage. We actually have a short fridge there, and our fridge freezer's in the garage. And then we put the microwave on that counter. But I did just shift things around. Oh yeah, I found boxes and I was like, oh, they'd work for the garage. So let's just put those down there whilst we remember. Yeah, and I just like popping. Our kitchen is so busy because it's quite small. We do have an awful lot of stuff in there. I would have put a draining board. I don't know. I would have put a draining board down with like a plate rack for drying plates and everything, but I couldn't actually find them, so I did just pop down some kitchen roll. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I did pop a microwave in down next to the fridge and everything. So, but yeah, our kitchen is so busy, so I did pop quite a lot in there, and things. And then yeah, I don't know what I'm doing now. Probably just checking something. So I have no idea what I was doing there. Sorry, I'm recording the narration afterwards, and then I come back and I'm like, what was I doing? So having like a moment there. So this is our utility room. Again, it's not quite as big as this, and we do actually have a washing machine in here. We do have our dishwasher in there, but it could probably be one tile thinner as well, narrower, because it's too big. We have our washing machine, our dishwasher, and our boiler in there. So I did put like dirty laundry in there and everything. So, oh yeah, that is the only window. That's the only window, apart from the patio doors. That is the only window in our whole lounge dining room space. It's mad. We also don't have floor to ceiling mirrors. We do have a very large wide mirror up on that wall, but again, base game content, there was nothing suitable, so I used that one. And then that's our we do have a lovely big wooden dining table. We do have a high chair because of it was my daughter's, and then we've kept it because of my niece. And then out here is yeah, I think I make this whole thing a bit smaller as well. Yeah, because I realised it was too big, and it's still too big. I could have done with changing the width as well, but it's fine. So my family are all gamers. Like, my mum met her partner on World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft for like 8 years. I think I played it. Haven't played it in such a long time because I just simply don't have the time anymore. But I have always played The Sims, right from the first Sims back in the day when they first came out. I got them all. I got all of The Sims 2. I got all of The Sims 3. And now obviously I've got all The Sims 4. And it's taken me this long to think, well, if this is kind of what you do for a job, why don't, when you're playing The Sims and having downtime, why don't you record that too? Because that is my job. My job, I am a full-time blogger. I have a top 50 UK blog. I do some vlogs as well. I'm kind of keeping them separate now, so I won't link them below. But yeah, no, that's what I do, and I'm a content writer and things like that. So yeah, and I've been doing it for like 4 years. So this is me kind of building our very mismatched living room. It's kind of like half wood, half black. We have a really random armchair, which is where I sit to do a lot of my work. Yeah, so it's none of it really matches because we kind of all came together in one house when my mum was downsizing from the old family home. So yeah, this is kind of like our stopgap house at the moment, but it's working for us. I say stopgap, but we've been here like 2 years now. Oh look, I did put the fridge freezer in the garage. Yeah, because that's where ours is. Our garage is in the fridge freezer. Our fridge freezer's in the garage. just because it made sense to have the big one out there. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I just popped loads of random crap because that is literally what is in our garage. We haven't got wine barrels at all. We do have a lot of boxes still from when we moved. We have random paintings and things. So I just popped in loads of stuff. We've got our Christmas decorations and things out there. So hence, I'm going to put, I think I put presents in a second. And things like that. Yeah, there we go. Just because it's all like random stuff, because that's what people have in their garage, isn't it? They just have random stuff. So my daughter has figured out that if she goes out there, though, because obviously she can get in that little side door, she has figured out if she goes in there that she can access the ice cream drawer, which is a problem, obviously. Not great patio furniture there because, again, base game content, which is always fun. Yeah, I just had to make do with what I had. All of the planty flower areas in the garden are completely overgrown. They're all completely wild. We don't have anything set in stone. That is why I literally just chucked every man and his dog into these flower beds. We do have a very big yellow bush on the next bit on the side of the fence here, which is why I sized up. These are, yeah, there we go, just sized up, because that is pretty much what we have. And then it's kind of like a load of weeds underneath. Well, it's not weeds, it's just long grass and things. So I did kind of want to make it look a bit randomly overgrown and naff, and I think I achieved that quite well. That's the garden shed. Again, I'd have put more stuff in it, but we just don't have the accessories in base game content for it. We do have a nice little seating area there. We do actually have a little rose bush there, like a really tall one coming over the garage. But I didn't put that in. And we do have a few little trees and like a little rocky area at the side there, as you can see. This is a complete rockery here, which is why. And then it's just got some wild flowers in. It kind of just divides up the garden, really. It's quite nice. I don't actually know if I keep. No, I don't. No, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say I thought I'd get rid of it once I'd got enough rocks in, and then yeah, I just spread. I do love those wildflowers. I just spread some wildflowers through it because that's actually quite accurate to what we've got. And then yeah, this bit is just. This bit's just mad grass. Mad grass. When I was doing it, I was like, oh my goodness, we really need to get out into the garden and sort it out, really. We have been out there recently because obviously it's summer here in the UK. So, well, it's getting there anyway. As much as, sorry, yawning again, as much as summer does in the UK. And yeah, so we've been out there sorting it out for my little girl so she can get out there with her friends in the summer. Yeah, so look, there we go. It's starting to take shape now. And then we just have a random border of all sorts at the back there. We do have, I think I put it in. I'm pretty sure I put it in because we do have a little random fountain thing up the back there. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it in. Yeah, there we go. It's not a fish at all. It's kind of like an old barrel bucket thing. That's it's like an old water pump that goes into a barrel, but they didn't have anything like that, so I just kind of just did that little one there, which I thought worked quite well. You know, it is what it is. I'm working with what I've got, so go easy on me. This has actually already been quite a popular download up on my gallery. I think people liked the idea that they could like play in my actual house, and that it is like a completely, it's totally English. It's totally English, English bungalow, English house. So everyone liked that. Yeah, so she does have like a climbing frame swing thing in the garden. We don't have swings because of base game. Didn't have a paddling pool because of base game. So I did just put that that little bit of pool in there just to represent the paddling pool. Please don't think I have a swimming pool. I by no means have or can afford a swimming pool. So yeah. As I said, this is kind of like our summer house. So it's kind of like her playhouse in the summer when she's out there with her cousin, you know, going nuts and having fun. She does have like a little kitchen out there, little drawing space and things like that. So I just popped a few things out there. And then we do have like a table and chairs and things up here. The barbecue doesn't live up there. The barbecue tends to live in the garden shed, and then we just pull it out onto the grass. Yeah, we always forget to mow the lawn, so that's why there is lots of long grass there. Yeah, so but I did just put it up on the decking in the back garden, the barbecue, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to use it if you wanna play with it. So yeah, and then just popping in, we do have like little flower beds at the front here with the little wildflowers there. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. That is my house. So completely and utterly random to see it, but there it is, and we're about to enter the screen captures so you can have a look around. I really hope you have enjoyed this little speed build today. You can see exactly where I live, down on the south coast in the UK in a place called Dorset. This is my bungalow. If you want to play with it, use it in your gameplay, then by all means download it, simmerdownkatie, #simmerdownkatie, and you will find it. I'm going to leave you to it, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye!